Welcome back to Quotable Wisdom. In this video, we're going to go over 8 of the most fascinating facts about attraction and psychology. Let's get into it. The internet is a great place for finding all sorts of strange and interesting things about the world we live in. Here are 8 insane scientific facts about attraction and human behavior that will make you think twice about yourself and the people around you. Number 1. We're hardwired to be attracted to certain physical features. It's no secret that everybody has a type of person that we're physically attracted to. Whether it's a man's broad shoulders or a woman's long flowing hair, we're hardwired to be drawn to certain physical traits. But why are we attracted to certain physical features? According to recent studies, there's a number of reasons why. For example, we're quite often attracted to features that signify good health. After all, a healthy mate is more likely to produce healthy offspring. We're also attracted to features that are indicative of fertility. For instance, women are attracted to men with deep voices because deep voices are indicative of high testosterone levels, which are linked to fertility. In addition, we're attracted to physical traits that are similar to our own. This is known as the similarity principle, and it helps to ensure that we choose a mate who is genetically compatible with us. So the next time that you find yourself attracted to someone, take a moment and consider why you're attracted to them. It's likely that you're hardwired to be attracted to certain physical features for a good reason. Number 2. The sound of someone's voice can influence how attracted we are to them. We are constantly making snap judgments about the people we meet, and one of the things we judge them on is their voice. A person's voice can say a lot about them, and we often use it to make decisions about whether or not we are attracted to them. So what is it about the sound of someone's voice that can influence how attracted we are? One theory is that it has to do with the way that we process information. When we hear someone speak, we use different parts of our brains to process the information. The sound of someone's voice activates the auditory cortex, which is responsible for processing sound. At the same time, the sound of someone's voice also activates the limbic system, which is responsible for emotions and memories. This means that when we hear someone's voice, we're not only processing the sound, but we are also processing the emotions and memories that are associated with that person. The sound of someone's voice can also influence our hormones. When we hear someone's voice, it can trigger the release of testosterone or estrogen. These hormones can influence our level of attraction to someone. Studies have shown that the sound of someone's voice can influence how we feel about them. For example, a study from the University of Albany found that people were more likely to find someone attractive if they had a higher pitched voice. Other research has found that the way someone uses their voice can also be important. For example, people who speak in a monotone are often seen as less attractive than those who speak with more variation in their pitch. So what does this all mean for you? Well, if you're looking to attract someone, it might be worth paying attention to the sound of your voice. Make sure that you speak with variation in your pitch, that you're clear, and you have a pleasant, high-pitched voice. It could help you attract more people. Number 3. Everyone has a bisexual phase during adolescence. The bisexual phase is a well-documented phenomenon in the psychology of human sexuality. It is a time when adolescents experiment with both same and opposite sex partners, often without any definitive label or identity. This phase is thought to be a critical part of sexual development, helping young people to explore their attractions and develop a sense of self-identity. Although the term bisexual is often used in a negative or dismissive way, it is actually a normal and healthy part of human development. The bisexual phase typically begins in adolescence and lasts into young adulthood. It is a time when many young people experiment with both same and opposite sex partners. This phase is thought to be critical for the development of a healthy sense of self-identity. The bisexual phase is often misunderstood and misrepresented. It is often seen as just a phase that people will grow out of. However, this isn't the case. The bisexual phase is a normal and healthy part of human development. It is a time when people are exploring their attractions and trying to understand their likes and dislikes. There is no right way to experience the bisexual phase. Some people may experiment with both same and opposite sex partners and then identify as bisexual. Others may experiment with both same and opposite sex partners and then identify as heterosexual or homosexual. And still, others may never experiment with any partners at all. The important thing to remember is that the bisexual phase is a normal and healthy part of the human development. It is a time when people are exploring their attractions and developing a sense of self-identity. There is no right way to experience this. Number 4. Men are more likely to be attracted to women with a protective instinct. A new study has found that men are more likely to be attracted to women who show protective traits. The study, which was conducted by the University of St. Andrews in Scotland, found that men are more likely to be attracted to women who are seen as being protective of their children. The study's lead, author Daniela Nitschke, said that the findings could be explained by the fact that men are evolutionarily programmed to be attracted to women who are seen to be able to protect their offspring. Our findings suggest that men are attracted to women who they perceive to be good at protecting their children, she said. This is in line with evolutionary theory, which predicts that men should be attracted to women who are likely to be good at protecting their offspring. The study, which was published in the journal Evolution and Human Behavior, also found that men are more likely to be attracted to women who are being seen as more nurturing. This finding is also in line with evolutionary theory, which predicts that men should be attracted to women who are likely to be good at caring for their offspring. The study's author says that the findings could have implications on how we think about attraction and relationships. Our findings suggest that men's attraction to women may be more complex than we originally thought, said Dr. Nitschke. It may be that men are attracted to women who are perceived to be good at both protecting and caring for their children. Number 5. Women are more likely to be attracted to men who display dominant behavior. Dominance is a term that's often used in animal behavior studies, and it refers to the tendency of an individual to control resources and access to mates. In other words, it's a measure of an individual's power and influence within a societal hierarchy. Interestingly, one study found that when women were asked to rate the attractiveness of different men, those who were rated as more dominant were also rated as more attractive. So why are women attracted to men who display dominant behavior? Well, there's a few possible explanations. First, it could be that dominant behavior is a signal of good genes. After all, if a man is able to dominate his rivals and control resources, it's likely that he's genetically fit and capable of providing for a family. Second, dominant behavior may also be a signal of good health. Studies have shown that men who are high in dominance tend to have higher levels of testosterone, which is associated with good health. Finally, it's also possible that dominant behavior simply makes men more exciting. After all, who doesn't want a partner who is a little bit dangerous and exciting? Whatever the reason, it's hard to deny that women are more likely to be attracted to men who display dominant behavior. So if you're looking to attract a woman, it may be worth trying to go display some dominant behavior of your own. Number 6. We're more likely to be attracted to people who look similar to us. This is a phenomenon known as positive associative mating. We tend to mate with those who are similar to us in terms of physical appearance, education level, and other factors. And it makes sense from an evolutionary perspective. If we're attracted to someone who looks like us, we're more likely to have offspring who inherit our genes and thus are more likely to survive and thrive. One of the main reasons is that we tend to perceive people who look like us as being more trustworthy. That's because we automatically assume that people who look like us must have similar values and beliefs. Another reason why we're attracted to people who look like us is because we feel a sense of comfort and familiarity around them. When we see someone who looks like us, we feel like we can relate to them and that they understand us. Number 7. Our sense of smell plays a role in who we're attracted to. Though we may not be consciously aware of it, our bodies are constantly taking in information about the people around us through our sense of smell. And research suggests that our sense of smell may influence who we're attracted to and even who we choose to date or marry. For example, one study found that people who had a strong sense of smell were more likely to be attracted to people who had a similar genetic makeup to their own. In another study, women who were asked to smell t-shirts that had been worn by men for 3 nights in a row the women were asked to rate the attractiveness of the men who had worn the t-shirts. The results showed that the women were more attracted to the men whose t-shirts smelled the most like their own body. These studies suggest that our sense of smell may play a role in who we're attracted to. However, it's important to keep in mind that our sense of smell is just one of many factors that influence our attraction to someone. Other factors, such as physical appearance, personality, and social status, can also play a role in who we're attracted to. Number 8. We're more likely to be attracted to someone who's similar to us in personality. When it comes to finding a romantic partner, we often think about things like physical attraction and shared interests. But there's another factor that can play a big role in who we're attracted to: our similarity. Studies have shown that we're more likely to be attracted to someone who's similar to us in terms of personality. This may be because we see ourselves in them, or because we know that we're more likely to get along with someone who is like us. Of course, there's more to a relationship than just shared interest and personality, but if you're looking for a long-term partner, it's worth considering similarities as one factor in your search. So there you have it, 8 of the most interesting scientific facts about human behavior and attraction. What did you think? Are you surprised by any of these? Leave a comment down below and let us know. It's incredible to think about how much we still don't understand about the human brain and its behavior. But that's also what makes science so fascinating. There's always more to learn. So keep in your open mind and keep learning, because who knows what other crazy facts of human behavior we'll discover next. If you've stuck around this long, you've already helped this channel out so much, so thank you. And if you found this video helpful, please consider leaving a comment and hit the subscribe button and bell icon so that you don't miss our next video. We'll see you next time for some more quotable wisdom.